So measuring obtuse angles, I'm going to do similar to what I've done with acute angles. I'm going to draw one and measure it, and then we'll talk through what we have as a process to go through. Okay, so we are going to be using a protractor for this. We're measuring the obtuse angles. We're interested in what this is. Okay, we're going to look closely at our protractor, and remember there's two key bits to a protractor. There's this baseline along the bottom and this cross where the 90 line crosses with that baseline. Okay, so we line this baseline up with this and then the cross up with the vertex. So let's do that. I'll line the baseline up first, then I'm going to slide it along best as I can so that cross, this point here, is on the vertex. Right, now we have to start from 0. So 0 is on the inside here, and go all the way around to read what we've got. So we've got a number between 130 and 140. Okay, then we look at this little scale on the outside. It's past the halfway mark, and it's one more. So that's going to be 136 degrees. Okay, now we look at this angle, and we think, what would I guess this angle to be? Would I guess it to be 136, just to check if we've got it correct? So I'd add on a few quick lines, just sketching with maybe a pencil. I'd say, well, 90 degrees you'd expect to be somewhere like there. Obviously 180 would be here. So that'd be 180, that'd be 90. Okay, this looks about halfway, so 45 we'd expect to be somewhere like that. That's 45 degrees from the 90. So that would be 135 degrees. So I think our answer is very close. Well, our estimate would have been very close to our answer. So that kind of gives us a good idea that our measurement of the angle must be roughly in the right ballpark. So it's important to do this last step, because as you read off the scale of a protractor, it's possible to start on the wrong one. It would have been possible to read this off as 40. You could have read it off as 44 degrees. If you read that off as 44 degrees, you should know that 44 degrees is not an obtuse angle, so it must have been wrong. You know it's wrong, so you have to remeasure it and have another look. So it's just kind of a nice guard against making big glaring errors using your protractor.